Hey team, it's Suzanne Clinton. Thank you so much to Betsy Ehrenberger and Michelle Robertson for asking me to do a call for your team today. As I was thinking about what to talk about today, I decided that I wanted to just kind of narrow it down. I'm all about trying to keep it simple. Narrowing down to 5 steps that I believe have led to an opportunity of a lifetime for me. When I first heard that phrase, an opportunity of a lifetime, I thought, that is a little cheesy. Is there truly an opportunity of a lifetime? Like, can that exist? It sounded cliche to me, and I just wasn't sure about it. But you guys, I am living proof of that Plexus truly has been the opportunity of a lifetime for me. And I just came up with 5 steps that I think have really helped me, what I believe are important to get to the top in this company. And so I just wanted to share it with you today. So first of all, I feel like that in order to be successful and experience that opportunity of a lifetime, you must truly see the gift and the opportunity that you have in front of you with Plexus. I feel like there are so many people out there that do not realize the potential with this company. And Plexus has set things up, not just through network marketing, but just through the way they've set up their business model and their compensation plan for it to truly be an opportunity of a lifetime. They say their motto is Plexus does it the way it could be done and should be done, but rarely is. And I truly, truly believe that. Sometimes I'll just be looking at Facebook and I just keep thinking, if my Facebook friends and just other friends and family just realized just what it's doing in people's lives through the products and through the income opportunity, their mind should be blown. I just don't think they realize. So you guys have to understand, and I always say, I really try to get people to get it, to understand the potential and what Plexus can be. I had a girl on my team that just went gold this weekend, and she has been an ambassador for a little over 2 years. And, she had it rough. Like, she was just a few points away from gold for the past 6 months. Came to a point where, it was probably extremely frustrating for her. But you know what? She got it. She understood the gift that she had. She understood that it would be worth it to keep going, to get to gold or whatever, for that rank that she was looking for. And she did it. She finally achieved it. And gold is huge. Gold is a really big deal. So she really understood that. She believed in the company. She believed in the product. She believed in what she wants to do for her family. And she kept going. And that's what has kept her going. When I first, I used to be a teacher. And I remember the day that I accepted a teaching position. This was right, like literally within a couple weeks of when I found Plexus. Did not know what Plexus was going to do for me. But I remember realizing that I had to go back to work. And I was sitting there and I was thinking, I accepted the position and I thought, okay, this is it. Like, I am going to be working the rest of my life. Like, I just knew it. I knew that I was going to have to financially for our family. And it kind of gave me a pit in my stomach, thinking I'm going to be working 8 to 4 until my kids are out of college, because we have to have it. And I was going to be continuing to be stuck in the rat race, the financial rat race. I don't know if any of you know what I'm talking about, but money in, money out immediately. And it was just a cycle. There was no chance for us to get ahead. There was no chance for us to get a savings and save up for college, for weddings, for just whatever. And what I was thinking about with that was, okay, for people that are thinking about signing up, or even those of you wholesalers out there that aren't sure about the business, or maybe you are kind of working the business, kind of not, and you're just not sure how far you want to go with this, or if you can. Here's the deal. You have 2 choices. For me, I felt like I had 2 choices. Either I Stay stuck in the rat race that I was in, work the rest of my life, don't really push very hard in my business, don't even, if you're a potential and you're watching this, if you don't even sign up, or I take a small risk of $34.95, sign up and give it a shot and give it all I can and have financial freedom for a lot of years, or close to the rest of your life. In my case, hopefully the rest of my life, and for all of us. So you've got to decide. And if you're having trouble just getting it and believing in the company and the products, here's what you need to do. You need to watch as many diamond documentaries as you can to build that belief. You need to follow other successful Plexus ambassadors on Facebook, see what they're doing, see what they're saying, to help build that belief. Develop a camaraderie, develop a little, a chat of other ambassadors for support and encouragement. I can't tell you how much that can help. Another thing is your why. You've got to establish your why, and not just establish it and write it down and send it to your sponsor or a friend or a sideline person, but continually come back to it. Continually come back to it and remind yourself of why you're doing this. Maybe it's just for some extra income. Maybe it's to continue your health. Maybe it's to help others on your team that you want to be successful and hit to the top. Maybe it's to quit your job. Maybe it's to set financial freedom for many, many years to come for your family. But you have to continually come back to that, especially in those times when it gets hard and you kind of want to just throw the towel in. So you have to truly see this opportunity that is in front of you and continue building that belief, even when times get hard, through the company as a whole or through just whatever's going on in your own business. Okay, number 2, you got to keep it simple. I try to say this a lot. I am a huge fan of keeping it simple. You know why? Because I need it to be simple. I need this business to be simple in order for me to feel like I can do this, okay? And you guys, it truly is. I'm not saying it's always going to be easy, but you have to keep it simple for yourself and for your team. Here's an example. I would send emails to the executives every once in a while, just ask them questions or just, sending them whatever. And there would be times where I'd hear a reply back, and there'd be times when I wouldn't hear a reply back. And I got to thinking, and I said, someone told me this, and I should have thought of this because it's not that difficult, but they said, you have to keep your emails to the point, simple, and basically short, sweet, and to the point if you want them to respond back. Because they're getting all these emails all day probably, and if you want to get a response, they're not going to read this huge long email and respond back probably because they don't have time. Well, that's kind of how I relate it to my Plexus business. When I sign up a new ambassador, I'm not going to just throw up like every single training call they could ever have, every single, email that they need to read, every single product brochure they have to read right away. That can be overwhelming because a lot of times, and most of the time, you're signing up somebody that has a full-time job, or they have a bunch of kids and they're busy, or that even if they have a part-time job, or maybe they're just a stay-at-home mom and they just feel like they've got a lot going on. So I really try to keep it simple. And anything I send my ambassadors, I try to keep it kind of short and sweet. And you can kind of gradually send different things to them over the next month. You guys have heard the phrase, earn as you learn. Okay, so you don't have to give them every single thing and they don't have to know it in a week. They're not going to know it. I'm 3.5 years in and I'm still learning a lot of different things. So keep it short and simple. You have to think simplicity when you're doing this. And another thing too, when you're signing up an ambassador, to not overwhelm them, don't say, okay, you're going to have to work really hard. You're going to have to work like 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. And you're going to have to do this and this and this. And don't say that. That, again, is going to be overwhelming to people. It would be overwhelming to me. It would be very overwhelming to me. So, and another thing, I don't know if you guys have noticed this about me, for those of you that know me on my team page, I don't post much and do a whole lot on the weekends. You know why? Number one, I need to have some time and some freedom with my family, because that's what Plexus freedom is. And number two, I don't want my ambassadors seeing that I'm working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, because that's not enticing. I want them to see that a diamond has freedom and has time and has balance. And I don't always do it well, but I try. So you don't want to have that overwhelming feeling. Real quick, and then I'll move to step 3. First thing I tell my new ambassadors to keep it simple is I tell them to write down your why and send it back to me. I tell them to make a 100 contact list of 100 people they might know. I don't do 200, I just do 100. There's no reason. We can work on another 100 later. I tell them to watch. I send them 1 product video and 1 business video to watch, like just a little training video. I tell them to work on their first Facebook post, and I'll help them with it. We work on getting them to 500 PD that month so they can earn the 25% commission, and I work on trying to get them to silver that month. Those are the things, and that's pretty much it. And then over time, I'm helping them with the rest, okay? So keep it simple. You got to do that to entice ambassadors, to get them to want to work, and hopefully they will. And then obviously checking in with them often in that first month or 2. Okay, number 3, you have to duplicate. Duplication in network marketing and in Plexus especially is super important. You can add a ton of level 1s, and it'll carry you for a little bit, but it won't carry you to the top if you're doing it by yourself. You have to use that power of 3. You must get your team members to add people and to duplicate. How do you do that? Okay, you basically just teach your team members to do the same thing, some of the things that I just told you. Some of the things I just said about keeping it simple. Facebook is huge. Reaching out to people. I only have, 37 active level 1s? I have about 37 active level 1s. And I probably signed about 70 or so people between my diamond position, and I'm also Ruby on my second position. So you don't have to have 100 or 150 or 200 level 1s. But I'm Diamond Ruby, and I have several diamonds and jewels under me. I have over 100 jewels under me probably. But guess what? With just 37 active level 1s, but guess what? It's because they have all duplicated. They have gotten their people to sign up, to go grab 3 people, and get their people to grab 3 people, and so on. And they've utilized that power of 3. Cast that vision, though, for them so that they get it. I just continually come back to that. You have to do that so that they'll be like, oh, this makes sense. Yeah, I got to duplicate. I got to get some people on my team, and I got to get them to keep going. And if you have people that aren't willing to duplicate, keep looking. I've been doing this for, like I said, 3.5 years. I firmly believe that most of it is about finding the right people. You got to find the right people that get it, that understand the business, that believe in the products, believe in the company, believe in the compensation plan, and they're ready to go for it. Anybody can do this that gets it, in my opinion. Sorry. Hang on. Ooh, got a little scratch in my throat. Okay, moving on. 2 more steps. Number 4, get one more drink, is personal growth. I think there's too many that are held back in this business because of mindset and lack of belief in themselves. So you have to, from the beginning, start with personal growth. Invest in yourself personally. And I think that's where I failed in the beginning. I did not realize that that was important. So for the first 2 years, I didn't really do much with myself personally. I didn't start reading books. I didn't start helping to change my mindset that I could believe in myself, that I could be a good speaker, or I could help others or enrich others, or I knew a lot. And so I think that's so important to get some books, get in a book club through personal growth, and invest in yourself. Affirmations are really good. Just Les Brown has a Facebook page, and he just lists positive affirmations that you can actually say to yourself that can really change your mindset. And I used to think that was a little cheesy too, but I firmly believe that that works. I really, really do. If you can do those daily and remind yourself, I'm confident, I believe in myself, I can do this, just different affirmations. Go to counseling. Jessica Heffley on my team is Jessica and Rob are huge fanatics of going to counseling. Sometimes I think just that lack of confidence in yourself is the only thing holding people back sometimes. So I think that is huge, and that is so important. Sonia Dudley has an amazing John Maxwell mindset training that she does. We're bringing her to Little Rock in less than a month. Amazing transformational day. And people are realizing things and bringing things out in themselves that they never realized was holding them back. So that is huge. Some books, What to Say When You Talk to Yourself is a great one. Self-Talk, Soul Talk, Millionaire by Halftime, 25 Ways to Win with People by John Maxwell. There's so many out there that can really help you personally grow in your business and get to the top. Okay, and number 5, the last step I think that can help you get to the top and experience the opportunity of a lifetime is remembering that relationships are key. This is relationship marketing. This is how you started, right? Everyone that is joining you in this business is because usually, unless you just met them, that does happen occasionally, but because you had a previous relationship with them. They knew you, they trusted you, they wanted to come alongside you, and they wanted to join your team, and they wanted to be and do this together with you. So you have to remember that relationships are key, and you have to keep developing those relationships and investing in those relationships, whether they're on your team or whether they're people that have not joined your team yet. I am continually trying to just meet new people all the time because they might need this opportunity and desire for this opportunity. So get involved. If you don't have many relationships in your life, find some. Get out there, join a club, meet some moms in your kids' schools, volunteer somewhere, get in a church, get in a Bible study, sports with your kids, something to help you meet people and to invest. And do not throw up plexus on them the very first time you meet them, okay? Do not do that. Get to know them, let them know that you care and that you care about them, invest in them, and it'll happen. Your plexus business will come up and you'll get to share at some point, and it'll be authentic and it'll be natural. And that is what is going to want people to join you. As far as your Facebook page goes, please keep it clean. I keep politics off Facebook. I keep negativity off Facebook. I keep things that just those type of topics that can probably be offensive to people. And I know that people say, well, I don't care what people think, but you do. I mean, you do care what people think. I care what people think, and I'm not going to post things that would maybe hinder someone from wanting to join my team or wanting to be my friend or whatever it is. So just remembering that people are watching. What you do is key. Those relationships are key. Continuing to build into people is key. And your downline is huge, and watching you and how you respond to them and treat them. So that is huge if you want them to build. If they're not working as fast as you want them to, you don't say a negative word about that. You encourage, you love, you keep trying to get them to work. But if they don't, you have to remember that the relationship is first and important. And I try to remember this just in my life. Get away from the principle of things and remember that relationship is more important to salvage than whether or not they are working as hard as you think they should in their business. Find someone else that wants to and move on. Okay? All right. So those are my 5 steps. I hope that is helpful. And again, thank you, girls, for having me on this call. You guys can do this. You can get to the top in not always your timing, God's plan. God has a timing that's perfect for when you should move up and in your business, but keep going. And I hope you guys have a great day. We'll talk to you later.